Shalom. I want to start giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baharuka Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching the scriptures among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and truth. Shalom. So this video I want to go into, basically you already see it, in the picture. You see what you see nowadays a lot, women that claim to be in the truth, they got a head wrap like that. And the other picture is a so-called black woman being a Muslim, Yeah, both, the one that's so-called being a Muslim, the way of clothing is, is better. But she's still wearing makeup, that's also the so-called Western influence, that these females want to be, they still want to be seen, you see it nowadays also with the Ishmaelites, you see it a lot, they wear the finest makeup, the fake eyelashes, everything on it, and meanwhile they got the head covered, it doesn't mean shit, and a lot of these females are out of order, and you already see it, a lot of them, they claim to be in the truth, but they're seeking for attention. You got females that want to be teachers, while scriptures are very clear that a woman ain't supposed to be teaching, the only thing that a woman needs to do, if you got a man, especially if you are in the truth, the man's supposed to teach you about the Bible, and you can teach your children, that's it. But yeah, these females, they like attention. You got Israel United and Caesar. I saw a small clip of a female. She was a female of one of the dudes from Israel United and Caesar, and she was talking about how she was his wife. She was being interviewed. She was, and that's off already. You ain't supposed to be in the picture. That's already going off. You're supposed to be at the background, not at the foreground. You're talking about, I'm his this and that. The prophet. I don't know what they call him, prophet or something, whatever. I don't know what this dude's this ninja name was, and talking about this and that, and I'm his wife and blah de blah and this and that, and I do this and I do that for him, this and that. Okay, first and foremost, if you're humble, then the first thing that you will do is shut the fuck up, and you're not gonna be bragging and boasting about the things that you do for your husband, That's not being humble, man. It doesn't make sense, man. But yeah, but that's, females nowadays, they don't, even back then, they didn't know how to act, King Solomon also, he was checking among 1,000 women, and he found none that was righteous, that was in a good mind, and that was back then. So what about today, I'm not saying that you that's not able to have a wife that's going to be in order for as far as possible, because you still might find a woman that's gonna how you say that, gonna be humble, but nevertheless, as a man, you also have to understand that she's the weaker vessel, that she will not understand everything. Sometimes, the scripture also teaches, talks about don't teach a woman a evil lesson against she that laid in her bosom, There are not everything you can discuss with your wife, and of course she can give you advice on certain things, but nevertheless you are the one that decide, that make the decision, That's also a thing that she gotta respect, So this is let me see, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse let me start at verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Yeah, if she already, sometimes you if you only have to look at her, she already know what's up, A mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continuant mind cannot be valued. Yeah, if you have been dealing, if I look at myself, I had my demons in the past, and if I compare it to what I have nowadays, it's a total different, it's total different. And nevertheless, don't, you also got to keep in mind that things might change. When shit's gonna hit the fan, they gonna see. Even when you go into shit, how many women will stay with a man when you go to shit, when you lose all your money? What will she do when you lose your house? Will she take you in, things like that, or she will jump on the next dude, things like that might happen. You got to keep that in mind. Don't don't put all your trust in a woman, first and foremost, because you don't know, she might betray you at the end. It had Just look at the prison. How many men are there inside because of a woman? That already should show you something. So a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continued mind cannot be valued. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Yeah, you know. So that's something that you look forward to, and in the kingdom they're gonna be perfect, so I mentioned that a lot, when shit's gonna hit the fan, when we go to stuff, you might even lose your wife, well, Yahushua told his disciples, everything that you lose for my name's sake, or for the Father's name's sake, you're gonna receive a hundredfold. So everything that we're gonna lose for Yahweh Basham Yahushua, we're gonna receive a hundredfold. And the things, if you lose your wife on this side, you're gonna get her back in the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushua, and she's gonna be perfect, 100%. You're gonna be perfect. So you're gonna enjoy the joy that you're gonna have of her is gonna be 100%. Because even if you have a wife that she might be humble, she still is, even we ourselves, we are not perfect. So nevertheless, the woman, she is more likely to go off. Don't forget what happened with Eve. How she went off. And eventually made Adam go off by following after her. So that's also shows you that you shouldn't put all your trust in your wife. First and foremost. And if she is good, she's good. But always keep in mind that when she turn on you, that you don't lose your mind, that you don't go crazy over her. Just keep in mind, everything that you lose now is going to be a hundredfold, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful. Let me jump to verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh. And we nowadays we have to deal a lot with these shameless females, man. They all want to be in the center of attention, while the scriptures are very clear that that's not the way it's supposed to be. So this is the book of First Peter, chapter 3, and let me start at 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversations of the wives, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, whose adoring, let it not be that outward adoring of plaiting the hair, so being all in the picture, have all these fake up, see the she has the big earrings on, thing to the nose, the golden chain showing, cleavage showing, that's not the way it's supposed to be, man. These type of women bring you a problem. If you got a woman, that's also why the scriptures talk very clear about that the woman should dress and cover up, It's very logic if you think about it. For example, you're walking with your wife and her cleavage is out, every man will be looking towards her. And you even got men that might touch her or whatever, got you in a situation. You're fighting over a woman whose tits are outside, It's like having a house for sale. You bought the house, but the for sale sign is still in the yard, Doesn't make no sense. It only brings you a problem. Just look at the prison. See how many men are there because of a woman. Whether she cheated on him or whether she got groped on and you wanted to defend her honor. If you walking like that woman on the first picture, that means you don't respect yourself. So as a man, we ain't supposed to have respect for you neither. Whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, that in which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh of great price. Yeah. That yap going on. They just shoot this, blah, 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 blah. No, man. And of course, women like to talk more, but she needs to know when she needs to shut the fuck up, you know? If I look at myself and my wife, sometimes, of course, you get in discussion, but she knows when to shut up, And that's very important, man. That's very important. And there are very few that know that, that understand that. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. Yeah. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, have the understanding, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your praise not be hindered. So you gotta be aware that she's weaker. She's not gonna understand all the things that you understand. She's not gonna see trouble, because Esau got a mind rigged, like she thinks like it doesn't matter what I wear, things like that. It doesn't matter. I'm free to do whatever I want to do, But you as a man, you see, like, okay, if you walking with your cleavage out, your ass is out for everybody to see. Some men, who not everybody got their morals in check. Some men might think like, oh, just tap on that, and that already brings a lot of problems, You might end up in a fight with a man, afterwards getting arrested or whatever, all these things might happen, a lot of things might happen. So those are things that you got to keep in mind, man. Got to be aware of it, as a man. You oversee the things, and like scripture said, you have to take care of your wife as of your own flesh. So of course you have to take care of her, but you got to understand that she is not on that level as a man is. The Most High didn't give her the understanding as how we give it to a man. Let me see. Is it in the book of Sirach? I'm thinking about some scripture. Let me see. Let me look real quick. Oh, that's also That's also there's other scripture in the book of Sirach. I think it's that other one is in the book of Job. But this is also a beautiful scripture, because that shows you also, that the woman is a possession of the man. That's also a thing, This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That's how a woman's supposed to be. A help, a pillar of rest, a resting point, And let me see, let me jump to the book of 1 Corinthians. Because there it also explains you concerning the order and all that. And that a woman is a possession of the man, and not the other way around, All this nonsense that Esau is putting in the head of these women, So let me see. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse verse 3. But I would have you known that the head of every man is Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushai is Yahweh. So there you have the order, And a lot of these women nowadays, they are not in order. They think they know better, and they're gonna explain it to you. They want to tell you this and that, because Esau gave them all this power, all this protection. But when this 911, and here in Holland is 112, when this number is not gonna be valid anymore, not gonna be available anymore, then they're gonna see that they're gonna realize that they ain't got no power at all. And let me jump to verse 8. So the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. And if you go to the book of Genesis, it explains you that the Most High have created Eve for Adam. So the woman was created for the man, to be a help unto him. That's how it was meant to be. And concerning the understanding. I believe it's in the book of Job, if I'm correct. Let me see real quick if I can find it. Because there explains you that the Most High didn't give the woman the understanding, so she will not understand things, She will not understand a lot of things. That's why you have to keep it simple to her. And like I said, not everything you can discuss with your wife, Like the scripture said, teach not an evil lesson, a lesson against yourself to her that light in your bosom, That pillow talk, Look out with that. So this is the book of Job, chapter 39 and verse 7. Because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. You see that? Because women, they deal out of emotion. As a man, you see things for what they are. You can look at something without feeling anything about it. Just reveal the situation and be like, oh, this is what's going on. But a woman, she might looking at, oh, this looks beautiful, or it feels good, this and that, so I think it's good. Meanwhile, it's a fucked up decision that she's about to make, because she goes by her feelings. Yeah, man. So let me see. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Just wanted to do a short video concerning this topic. Just be aware. And like I said, if you got a good wife and she is in order, there's no reason for you to put her away. But it's not a bad thing to keep in mind that she might Tina Turn on you. It's not a bad thing to keep in mind, because when it happened, it doesn't have to happen, but when it happened, it wouldn't be the end of the world for you, And let me see, because I was thinking about the scripture, but I think it's in the book of Proverbs, whatever, yeah. But the scripture said, be not, how said it, teach not an evil lesson to her that laid in thy bosom, So look out with that pillow talk, because, and I see it in the past, you might tell her something concerning your youth or whatever, and then when you're fighting, she would throw it in your face, Things like that, I've seen it, I've been through that, experience. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna leave it like that, man. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.